Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have The Machine from Spain. The Big Mac Macaronelli. This man won the WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the world. An Italian that fights out of Swansea, United Kingdom.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Spain, wearing the purple trunks with red trim, The Machine. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Swansea in Wales, here it...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The left hook can't miss. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Punch, counter punch. Well done. With very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
It's not okay now. You're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes. You're switching off.
A jab, don't get carried away. Think about your defense and the end of it.
You're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win this.
You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. Stop. There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Now good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the front.
Oh, you've let him back into it. Get out there and switch.
You get your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working.
You've done the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight.
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
They block the jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this.
The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That left hook missed. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Back and forth they go. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You don't want to trade shots. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Macarinelli. And Enzo wilts down to the canvas. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right. So
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
what a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. These two were made for each other. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt.
There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. A perfect counter shot. Tearing away the right hook. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
How about that time counter shot? Do you believe what we're seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. both want a knockout, you can tell. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up.
Round 7, here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Here's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out?
Whoa, Johnny! Are we about to see a first-round knockout? They've avoided catastrophe there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Straight right just misses. The counter lands. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And we enter the 8th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.